Holy Rocky Watches movies. Today we're going to be talking about the classic 1966 Batman television series. This show was a pop culture phenomenon and it's still beloved by fans today. Join us on a journey through the colourful world of this TV series, from jaw-dropping behind-the-scenes secrets to unbelievable trivia. So if you're a fan of Batman, or if you're just curious about this iconic series, put on your bat suit and get ready for 20 things you never knew about Batman the TV series. When Ed Graham acquired the Batman rights in 1962, his vision was a Saturday morning children's show akin to the popular Superman series, enlisting former football star Mike Henry as the Caped Crusader. Graham aimed to capitalise on a similar formula. However, with CBS's indecision, Henry departed for another role and ABC stepped in with renewed enthusiasm. Producers William Dozier and Lorenzo Semple Jr. recognised the potential for a campier approach, diverging from the serious tone of Superman. Dozier, who was also the show's narrator, was instrumental in shaping its light-hearted atmosphere. While early concepts had a more sombre Batman, the decision to embrace camp ultimately paid off. Had the series followed Superman's footsteps, it might have paled in comparison to the beloved George Reeves' portrayal. Lorenzo Semple Jr. is also credited with one of the show's most iconic elements, Robin's exclamations. The holy catchphrase such as
"Holy hole in a donut! Holy backfire! Holy hallelujah!" was
entirely Semple's creation, inspired by a childhood love of Tom Swift books, which employed a similar device. Semple transformed the Boy Wonder's dialogue. It's been reported that Robin uttered holy an astonishing 357 times throughout the entire series. That took some dedication to count all those holies. Originally conceived as an hour-long program, ABC opted to divide the Batman series into 2 half-hour episodes. To maintain viewer interest, a cliffhanger was put at the end of each first part, followed by a dramatic voiceover from producer William Dozier. Casting the role of Batman proved challenging for producer William Dozier. His search ended unexpectedly while watching a Nestle Quick commercial featuring Adam West. The actor's comedic portrayal of a James Bond parody caught Dozier's attention. Confident in West's ability to capture the show's campy spirit, Dozier presented him alongside Lyle Waggoner for screen tests, ultimately securing West in the iconic role. Waggoner would eventually get a superhero gig though, by going on to star opposite Linda Carter in Wonder Woman. Burt Ward landed the role of Robin after impressing producers with his acting chops and impressive judo and tumbling skills during a joint audition with Adam West. Over the years, Ward has recounted numerous near-fatal and injury-inducing incidents on set, from a terrifying first day in the Batmobile, with a stunt double filling in for West, where Ward was nearly tossed out when his passenger door opened, to being struck by a flying 2x4 during an explosion. Ward's experiences were far from glamorous. His time as Robin also included multiple burn injuries from pyrotechnics, and even the Batmobile itself when sparks flew from the back of the car. Before its January 12, 1966 premiere, ABC conducted a test screening of the Batman pilot. When the pilot ended, it received a dismal score in the low 40s, well below the average mid-60s rating for most pilots. Surprisingly, the show became an instant hit with the general public, who, prepared by weeks of advertising, embraced the campy humour. Adam West recalled on the DVD commentary for the 1966 Batman film that Frank Sinatra had expressed interest in the role of the Joker, which ultimately went to Cesar Romero. West also said that Sinatra, Gregory Peck and Elizabeth Taylor all wanted to make cameo appearances in a scene where Batman and Robin scale a building. Unfortunately though, those guest spots had already been filled. Before undergoing $30,000 worth of modifications, the iconic Batmobile began life as a Lincoln Futura concept car. This futuristic vehicle, originally built by Lincoln for a staggering $250,000, was deemed a commercial failure by Ford. Recognizing potential marketing opportunity, the company sold the car to customizer George Barris for a nominal sum of $1. The Futura, with its distinctive Finn accents and open cockpit, would sit in Barris's possession for years until Fox approached him to create the Batmobile. Recognizing its potential, Barris chose the Futura as the foundation for his creation. Adam West's initial screen test featured a Bat costume that differed significantly from the final design. Notably, the iconic yellow oval behind the Bat emblem was absent, and the cowl ears extended to a much higher point. Costume designers later made adjustments, clipping the ears to prevent them from being cut off during close-ups. Burt Ward, ever the showman, claimed to have sparred with Bruce Lee, a boast that would be put to the test. When the iconic martial artist appeared on the set of the Batman series as Kato, the sidekick to the Green Hornet in a crossover episode, a fight scene was planned between Robin and Lee. According to Adam West, Lee arrived on set with an intense demeanor, causing Ward to instinctively raise his guard. A moment later, Lee broke into a smile, teasing Ward as "Robin's a chicken." The light-hearted remark diffused the tension, entertaining the cast and crew. The initial craze surrounding Batman was short-lived, lasting about a year. Ratings began to decline in the show's second season due to increased competition from shows like Lost in Space and viewer dissatisfaction with the two-part episode format. Despite the introduction of Batgirl in the third season as an attempt to revitalize the series, the expensive production costs proved unsustainable and ABC ultimately cancelled the show. While NBC expressed interest in picking up the series, the demolition of the elaborate sets made this impractical. With no option left, Batman concluded its run after 120 episodes. The career of Adam West didn't entirely end with the series. According to an unverified report, while on vacation in Maui attending a celebrity tennis tournament, he unexpectedly found himself in a real-life heroic moment. A man armed with a machete was closing in on a couple on the beach, about to attack the woman. Without hesitation, West intervened using a lounge chair to ward off the assailant before pinning him against a wall until police arrived. This just proved that Adam West really was a hero. NBC aired 2 one-hour specials featuring DC Comics superheroes in January 1979. Produced by Hanna-Barbera, the live-action Legends of the Superheroes was a poorly received attempt to capitalize on the superhero craze. The special brought together Adam West and Burt Ward as Batman and Robin, alongside other iconic characters like Hawkman, Flash, and Green Lantern. Ultimately, the production values were low, and the overall tone was campy and outdated. The second half of the special featured a roast hosted by Ed McMahon, further diminishing the prestige of the characters. Adam West himself later criticized the project, describing it as a degradation of the Batman character. Although development of the Batman TV series was well underway at ABC, the idea of a campy interpretation wasn't entirely original. In the summer of 1965, Hugh Hefner's Playboy Club in Chicago hosted screenings of the 1943 Batman serial, sparking enthusiastic, campy reactions from audiences. The unexpected popularity led to wider screenings of the serial, effectively priming the public for a more light-hearted take on the character. Cesar Romero, the iconic Joker, was so attached to his mustache that he refused to shave it for the role. The makeup department simply painted over it as part of the Joker's distinctive white face paint. Initially envisioned as a theatrical pilot to introduce the television series, the Batman movie was ultimately scrapped in favour of a direct-to-television format. A feature film was eventually produced and released between the first and second seasons of the show. Adam West was initially reluctant to participate, expressing disinterest in the project and requesting more money. But faced with the possibility of being replaced, West agreed to star in the film. As a silver lining, the movie provided him with more opportunities to show his portrayal of Bruce Wayne, rather than spend most of the film behind the mask. Most of us were probably introduced to the Batman television series through syndicated reruns. I know I was. I watched it in the 80s. Until relatively recently, this was the sole method of viewing the show. Surprisingly, a complete home video release of the series wasn't available until 2014. This was due to protracted legal disputes over distribution rights. The film adaptation, however, enjoyed wider circulation on home video formats for many years. It's unfortunate that fans had to wait so long to own a complete collection of this beloved television show. Adam West's Miranda is a delightful piece of campy 60s pop culture that perfectly captures the spirit of the Batman series. The contrast between the suave, sophisticated image of Bruce Wayne and the absurd lyrics is undeniably entertaining. It's a testament to West's ability to embrace the show's playful tone and not take himself too seriously. The song features Batman in an attempt to woo a woman named Miranda, but his romantic efforts are repeatedly thwarted by the interruptions of his ever-present sidekick Robin. While not exactly a chart topper, the song is a quirky and entertaining artifact of the show's campy era. Adam West and his co-stars embraced their iconic roles beyond the show, appearing in numerous public service announcements. These spots covered a variety of important issues, including equal pay, road safety, and the promotion of US savings bonds. Such public service campaigns were not uncommon for television stars of the era. Adam West and Burt Ward reunited for the 2003 television movie Return to the Batcave: The Misadventures of Adam and Burt. The film follows the duo as they navigate a modern-day mystery involving the theft of the iconic Batmobile. While investigating, they reminisce about their time on the original series, offering fans a nostalgic look behind the scenes. The film's concept is intriguing, and the return of classic Batman villains Frank Gorshin and Julie Newmar is a treat for fans. And there you have it, folks. You now know a little bit more about Batman. If you enjoyed the video, which I presume you did as you got this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming to Rocky Watches Movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.